Hello everyone, Gumball here. Welcome back to the Botania Garden of Glass official mod pack. Forgot the name there again. Where we have a loose cow. How did that happen? I don't even know. Where today I'm all alone. All by myself. No Luffy, but we've still got some cool stuff to do. So, originally we got the... hopefully it's in here. Yep, the Kakamiris plant. And we're going to want a way to automate the Kakamiris plant, because making all the cakes ourselves is kind of annoying, and we end up not having materials and waiting forever to get mana. Currently we have only this mana here, which isn't a lot, and then like all of our mana that's not in our bands is in this island here, for something we're going to set up today. So I've got a few things in here, but I'll show those in a second. First I'm going to show this island. We've got some more of the cool grass from the Botania pasture seeds. There's a green grass over there. Now we have this yellowy one here for the cows. Over here we'll also probably have some hay bales and stuff. And then we have the island underneath, which is currently cobblestone, but eventually we'll get a cool rod to make this stone. And this is how the main island should have been shaped, but it didn't quite end up like that. And the main island's not even finished yet, because I haven't got around to that. So I'm actually liking how I managed to get this one right. But today, we're going to mainly, depending on how much time we have, focus on getting cows automated, and we have a lone one over there that we'll have to get sorted. So I've got 4 cows here, and they can't move because I've got this here plant. Let's quickly grab the book. The plant is the M? Is it begin with M? What does the plant begin with? The plant is the Megumon. So while this has mana, it'll halt any entities in their tracks with a powerful slowness effect, provided they are not players. So that's really useful. It's keeping them in place. And then I've got some of these here spectral platforms, which are Dreamwood, Frame Dreamwood, Pattern Dreamwood, and Pixie Dust, around them. And I've put Bifrost as their texture. That's you can set the texture by right-clicking them with a block. Set Bifrost, and they appear invisible. So I really like it like that, and I'll explain why we've got those in a minute. Now, there is one more thing up here, but I'm just going to quickly show what's down here. Down here we've got the mana pool. We have a Hopper Hawk that has a frame here on the chest next to it. This means that the Hopper Hawk will only pick up whatever's in the frame, in this case milk buckets, which is what we're trying to get hold of. And I also have a redstone mana lens with the phantom lens, redstone mana spreader with the phantom lens, which is a normal mana lens with an abstruse platform. That's the living wood version of the spectral one. That lets it shoot through blocks. Now, because this is a redstone one, it needs a redstone signal, so I was using a lever for testing. Over here I've got a block so I can land down here easier. And then here I have the Drum of the Gathering. Now what that can do is, it can shear sheep when it gets mana blast from redstone mana spreader. And if there's a bucket in the same block as a cow, it will milk it. So, what we're going to do today, at least, is set up a way to milk these cows. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get a way to put buckets underneath them. That's why I've got these 3 droppers. So we're going to push these cows out of the piece of grass that's right above them. We're going to break that and place a dropper underneath. And here I'm just going to put 1 bucket for demonstration, but we'll add more in the future. And the reason we have these platforms here is so that when we shoot items up out of these droppers, which do kind of look ugly, we'll have to find a way to hide those eventually. When we shoot an item out of these droppers, we don't want it to go flying away from the block right under the cow, and these platforms can block like any objects. I think, would the name entities be right? I don't think that's quite right. But any like objects lying on the ground can't go through them, so that's super handy. And let's push out this last cow from its cage, pretty much. And the reason I've got it so that they can't move is that cows can go through the spectral platforms, and we don't want that happening. And I was going to use a different type of platform, but cows jump, and so they can't. They can still get through those. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah, here's our cows, and we're going to have to get into the droppers from underneath. Let's see, the first dropper is around here somewhere. There it is. That's our first dropper, so this is the one we'll experiment with. And what we want to do is, whenever there's a bucket, we want to give this, a redstone signal here, and we want one here shooting out the bucket. So what we could do is we could make an hourglass. Now this is a really handy timer in the mod, so we're gonna have to make some gold and some redstone and some stuff. So let's see, I'm just gonna use the chest for now because it's kind of faster than using the typing system, something that we'll have to get figured out eventually. We're gonna want 2 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of low on gold, that's kind of annoying. Then we'll need 1, 2, 1, 2, and some mana glass. Do we have mana glass? No. 4 of those. Eventually we'll need more of these, but for testing this is just perfect. I can grab my assembly halo and craft those hovering hourglasses, and then we can head back over. Here we go. And actually I'm going to go back here and grab a piece of sand, if we have any, otherwise I'm going to have to get that. Where would sand be? Dust, spurs, gunpowder, wood, or ingot, seeds, flowers, petals, charcoal, armor, weapons, tools, end items, nether items. Oh, I have sand on me. No, that's endstone. Do we have any sand? I hope we have sand. Cobblestone, glass, food. I don't think we do. Okay, I'm gonna... Well, actually, there might be some in this chest over here. As a last resort, is there any sand? I don't see any sand. I'm gonna look around for some sand. If I can't find any, I'll go make some. And then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I've gone and got some sand. So what we can do now is we can place 1 hourglass here. We can replace this level with an hourglass here. Now I think, actually, what I'm going to do is, I think these have to send their redstone signal, which is an important part to keep in mind. So I'm going to actually put 1 here and 1 here, and then grab a couple pieces of redstone. If they don't, that's something we can always change in the future, but we can always use these timers for something else at the same time, including all the droppers at the same time going off, so having redstone isn't a problem. Stick the redstone there, and we'll stick the redstone there, and then what we'll need is a piece of sand in each of them, and we're just going to do 1 piece of sand, so we'll do this one first, get it going, and can we hear that tick? Okay, I don't want to set them off at the same time. Okay, I'm going to disable this. Wait, I think this one is too fast, so we're going to set each of them to every 2 seconds. Actually, the best way to do this is the ugliest way to do this. That is kind of annoying. If we had a way to put a comparator up there, that'd be nice. But we don't. Do we? Not realistically. No, we don't. Okay. How are we going to do this then? Because we don't want to constantly send bursts from this. Do we mind sending bursts from it? Since we'll be doing cake power, I don't think we do mind, because we should be getting enough mana in return. So we won't set up that first one yet. Is this one? Yeah, this one's going. We won't set up the thing yet. We'll do it just with a lever for now. We'll put the hourglass in there when we're making mana, because if that's constantly going, it will constantly be shooting up, which will be a slight issue. But we're going to set this to every 2 seconds, so that the redstone isn't constantly on, though I don't really... Oh yeah, because we need it to tick to actually shoot the bucket out. So here's the bucket, and it's not being shot out. Okay. Will this accept this being right underneath? It's because the redstone's not directly touching it. That's kind of annoying. Ah, that worked. Okay, there we go. So there is our bucket, and it's inside the block, as you can see. So now, if we set this off, in a minute we should see a milk bucket. Did it not work? Why didn't it? What? So it goes off, but it doesn't reach that bucket. That doesn't make any sense. What's the range on this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I should be able to reach, surely. I did it just earlier on that same cow, didn't I? Myself. Maybe it depends which side of that block. Maybe it's just out of range. Let's see now. Did neither of them work? What? Neither of them worked. Can I milk a cow? I can. Why don't you milk cows? We just demonstrated a minute ago. This isn't making sense. Cow. Get milked. I literally just demonstrated it. Oh, there we go. That was milk. Is there a time limit on it or something? That doesn't make any sense. Let's see if it will work this time. I'm so confused right now. That one worked. I don't even know. Okay, well, is there a bug where it doesn't work 100% of the time? I don't have the latest version of the mod, so that might be an issue in this version. I don't remember seeing anything on the changelog about fixing something like this, though. We may need to put the cows a bit closer. Yeah, see, that time it didn't work. But if we do it again, will it eventually work? That didn't work. See, here now, though, it's not directly under the cow. So I think I've got to make sure the cow is directly in that block, which is kind of tricky to do. But yeah, there he looks like he's directly in the block. He's got his body right over the thing. So if that is the problem... Ah, there we go. Okay, so the problem was that. Okay, that's good to know. So now we know that we need our cows to be basically part of the body, like the main body over the hole. This one's close enough, and we'll probably have another one here. So now that we've got that set up, what we have is whenever we send a bucket into the the dropper, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, after 2 seconds of this thing turning, the hourglass, stop pointing at the screen, it will get shot out, and then whatever time we have over here, whatever kind of system we have to get that to work, will cause it to send out a blast, and that will milk the cow. So I think the way we're going to have to use get this to work is the corporea system. So what we'll do, pardon me, is attach this up to the network over there and a floor upstairs, so that we'll be able to bring any crafted cake. We'll be able to send the cake to the Kakamiris and then the bucket back here. So the bucket will be automatically crafted under the island somewhere. Gosh, I really do know how to make things sound more complicated than they are. Okay, so what do we need to do? Eventually we'll need a timer on this, but for now we'll go with a lever until we can get tons of mana. We're going to have to start getting mana creation over here as quick as possible, because it does use mana to keep the animals still. And we're going to have to get the crafting going. So what do we need for the crafting? We need eggs, wheat, which we can relatively easily set up. Eggs we can set up super easily. All we need is chickens on an island and a hopper hawk. They'll just randomly lay eggs and they can get picked up. So we can leave the chickens just to basically roam free, but keep them in that island. And sugar, which we can also set up quite easily. We're going to make another island for that. That'll be more decorative, I'm sure. But gosh, I don't really know what else to do for now. This episode's taking quite a while. But yeah, that's basically our setup for getting milk. So, let's quickly see. If we go down into this crafting area, actually, let me quickly check if it's over here first. We should be able to find a crafty crate somewhere. A crafty crate should be in the Botania stuff chest, if I'm not mistaken. There's a crafty crate. We should also have some hoppers, somewhere. Probably not in the ingots. Okay, let's see if we can find hoppers this time. We definitely had one or two somewhere. They're probably upstairs where the crafty crate was meant to be, aren't they? I hope so. Otherwise, we're missing some hoppers. Yeah, that's one. One's enough to demonstrate this. So what we're going to have, I'm going to demonstrate this, is to make our cake, and I'm going to make a slight side area here. We're going to have a crafty crate. Up here we're going to have a special thing from the corporea system that will be able to grab items that we request when giving it a redstone signal. And those... no, we're going to have to bring this one more down. If we're ever going to get this right. Okay, bring you down. We're going to have a hopper here. Okay, let's bring that up. We're going to have a chest. I'm demonstrating all of this, and then I'll get everything ready in the, before next episode. Here, we're going to have a corporea funnel here, and we're going to have a corporea spark here. Beneath here, we'll have another... what are we going to have here? Another... hopper. This will lead into a chest, probably, with a corporea... with a dropper underneath, and a chest on top with a corporea spark. That's roughly how I'm imagining it. I don't know if that works. I'll have to test that. If that does work, perfect. So what will happen, and what is awesome with this, is with the crafty crate, let's come up with a recipe idea. What you have to do, let's think of a 9 square recipe. One that takes 9 squares, like a block. Okay, well, let's just go with oak wood. We're going to need then another chest and another hopper. We might as well make those now. We have enough iron on us. No, we do not. So we'll have to do that. How am I going to demonstrate? I know the perfect way to demonstrate this. We'll steal this hopper in a second. And chest. No, not chest. Okay. Chest. Okay. So, let's put in a piece of oak wood. Now, with oak wood, what do you make? You make planks. Okay? So we're going to make some planks. So, what we do is we put the oak wood in there. This is the worst demonstration of a recipe because it's not a complex one. But oh well, it just gives you the gist of things. That has not worked at all. Oak wood. 1 oak wood should make 4 planks, you stupid thing. Why have you not made me planks? Oh, I know why. Okay, I should have some placeholders somewhere. This has got to be the worst demonstration. Okay, I'll have to show you next episode because I don't think the placeholders are anywhere to be found. I will quickly make sure And in the process, I will outro the episode. So this episode, we managed to get a working milk system up. It took way too long. I'm really sorry about that. This episode is not up to snuff. But hopefully you enjoyed anyway. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Give me any suggestions on the best way to set this stuff up. If you have any ideas, though, if you're watching this, you're probably trying to learn. But what we'll have to get is these crafting placeholders. Oh, they might be in my glove. They are not in my glove. I don't know what I did with them. These crafting placeholders take one piece of living rock and a crafting bench. We can do that. Where did I put the living rock? Anyway, these crafting placeholders are used for the recipes. They show the blank spots in a recipe. For crafting stuff. Pebble, not what I'm looking for. I bet you have gone past what I'm looking for just because I'm blind. Oh, there's one. One living rock. And one crafting table. Okay, let's put these together. We got our crafting placeholders. So what we want to do is we're going to put in one piece of oak wood and 8 crafting placeholders. And we should get a load of crafting placeholders and a piece of oak wood. So wait, what? We cannot make a simple plank. 1 oak wood. Okay, let's try the furnace recipe. That one's more likely to work. So 1, 2, 3, 1, and I explain why I'm doing this here. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Does it work? Did I get a furnace? No, I didn't. Okay, it must be because I don't have a hopper underneath. Okay. We'll establish what's going wrong here next episode. But hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Lets me know that you did and that you'd maybe like to see some more. Next episode will definitely be a lot more entertaining. We'll get, hopefully, the plan is, get the chickens done and get the crops done. If we don't have enough time then, the next episode we'll work on the cake automation. Then we'll have automated mana in a really cool kind of style that I've got an idea for, which will hopefully work. And with that all done, we'll then have mana. We'll be able to do a whole load more cool stuff with the mod. We'll be able to get some more stuff from the Elfheim dimension, so we can craft a whole load of cool flowers and stuff. We can get sheep set up, and then we can really start focusing on these challenges that we have to do for the pack. That's the whole point of the series. Get all of this stuff done. So far, we have literally done absolutely none of it, but we're getting animal farms set up. That will be, I think that'll be literally the chickens, the sheep, and the cows. That'll be really easy, and food won't need to be put in manually, because we'll find a way to do that with wheat and seeds. So yeah, we'll be doing those in the next few episodes. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next time for some more Garden of Glass. Bye bye!